What's up, everybody? Welcome to Vintage Kicks Gallery. Today we are going to spotlight some of the top Air Maxes in my collection. So what do I mean by that? I mean my favorite Air Maxes at the moment. We're doing this because it's Air Max Day today and we're in quarantine for Corona, so really can't do anything else. All right, let's get started with an OG from 1987. We don't have to go far for this. Check it out. I think these are the best colorway of the OGs. This is a 1987 original made in Korea, and the story of how I got these is actually pretty good. I patrol all the auction sites, obviously, like we all do, Grail, eBay, you name it. And one morning, really early, I got up and I saw a new listing out of Kenya, of all places. And it was a ton of vintage shoes. So this is one of the pairs. I think they were about 150 bucks. They came to me kind of beat, but they were beat only in that they had been smashed for a little while. The actual construction of them was pretty damn good. Believe it or not, these are the original outsoles, and I actually threw these on and wore them. So they are wearable. I know everybody's gonna say bullshit on that, but they're truly wearable. A 1987 Air Max that's wearable when we have pairs from 05 and under crumbling. I just don't get it. These are made really, really well, but this is probably my favorite Air Max at the moment. You know, it's the OG, so how can you go wrong? All right, let's put that to the side here and let's grab a more modern pair. How about Pattas homegrowns, the ones with the cork insoles. So these are super nice. I believe they're 2006, give or take. They're Pattas, and they are extremely good quality. I love the inside being leather here with the orange. I know they're made so you don't have to wear socks, but I think that's gross. These rarely get worn anymore because I'm a little worried about the sole longevity. But when the soles do crumble, all they are is a white with a gum outsole. I had to find an orange air bubble. They're swappable, but they're like a once every couple months wear right now. So a lot of people like ones over 90s, I get that, but there's just something about a 90 that is, I mean, it's so 90s. It brings back a bunch of childhood memories. I love these. So let's put that here. Try to get these nice looking. And let's grab another one. I'm gonna go for something a little bit off the radar here that a lot of people probably aren't gonna even recognize and know what it is, but these were my favorite Air Maxes for a long time. I searched for these for years. Believe it or not, these are extremely hard to come by now, and that is the Air Max 1 Flamingo from the pink pack. Again, amazing quality. The colorway is just incredible on these. The pink accents with the goldish brown, I mean, they just work. So these are really, really hard to find now. And I actually found these from a seller in the Ukraine, of all places. They took, I don't know how many weeks to get here. But again, another one of those steals. I think they were about 180 maybe. And these sell for about, I mean, 400 plus now if you can find them. And the only time I ever see these, really, they're base sizes. They're like size 7 and under, or they're huge. So to find one actually in my size, like I said, it took forever. And I'm so glad I have these. It's more of a summer shoe, more of a summer colorway, but still, I wear these like crazy. I'm still looking for another pair because these are gonna wear out. The suede is already, I mean, it's really good quality suede, as you can see, you know, with the nap on there, but they are gonna wear out. And if anybody has a size 10 and a half, hit me up. All right, let's go for another one that's kind of under the radar. And this is going to be a Japanese exclusive, I believe. They were Japan only in the beginning, and then they had a small release here in the States. And that's going to be an Air Max 90 Curry, or as some people call them, the Woodies, because of the Toy Story theme going on here. But these are really fun. I mean, they're really good quality. Again, that's something that I just love. They're from 2015, I believe. Yeah, 2015. I think they were released in the US about 2 to 3 months maybe after the Japan release, and they were really limited numbers, but I got a pair in release and I did not take care of them. So I ended up buying a pair of these when they popped up in my size at a really affordable price. I couldn't turn them down. And I'm certainly glad I did, because to have a really fresh pair again is nice. These are really, really hard to find now. If you go on StockX, I think there's only limited sizes. Some of the people that do have dead stock pairs want a ton of money for them. But guys, these are kind of worth it. I mean, these are a pair that when you wear, they pop. And I mean, just look at the colors. Can't go wrong with that. The Curry ones are amazing. The retro kind of suck, to be honest with you. But these to wear the Curry name, they definitely deserve it. All right, let's pick out another pair here. Let's see. Let's go for a pair that a lot of people say are overrated, and in my opinion, these things are underrated, and that is the 2008 Air Max 90 Kaws. Kaws is one of my favorite artists, and here's the deal with these. I understand how people say, oh, it's a mostly white shoe. I get that, but let's look at the details here. Stitching, absolutely incredible. The suede on these, top notch. You have these small accents of the signature Kaws eyes on the lace stays, on the tongue tag, and check out the insole. It's got the Kaws writing with the 2008. You've got the really vibrant outsole. Incredible pair. I did restore these, so I haven't been wearing them since. Again, these have shot up in value as well. I don't know why anybody is paying the current prices for some of these shoes. I mean, like I said, with the Jordan 1 boxes, you guys are out of your minds, but if you got the money, I guess more power to you. I think these are more of an art piece for me at this point. A lot of people don't know Kaws had a collaboration before the Jordan 4, but they actually did these in black and the white colorway. The black has a different outsole, which I'm not a huge fan of, but if a black pair comes at a nice restoration project at an affordable price, you know they'll be part of the collection. All right, we're running out of room here, so let's get these on the table. All right, let's see. Did I miss anything that I think is a great Air Max that we need to talk about? I mean, the Witherspoons, of course, they're cool. Elephants, honorable mention. They're not going to make the list this time. We've already looked at these. One more pair I want to grab out of storage, and another low-key pair, but they are fire in my opinion. It's, again, a pair with small details. 1 second, I got to go to the storage. All right, anybody know what these are? How about now? All right, these are the Doernbecher 2008 Air Max 90s, and again, the small details. They make everything with this pair. The outsole obviously is the coolest part, and I know you shouldn't buy a shoe for an outsole because nobody gets to see it, but they're just so fun. I've owned several pairs of these now, and one pair I actually found at SneakerCon Chicago in a beater box. The outsoles were pretty, or the midsoles were pretty much shot. Outsoles were perfect. The uppers looked like somebody had worn them in the mud and then never messed with them again. But I asked the guy what he wanted for them. He's like, give me 50 bucks. So that was one of the better deals I've ever gotten on anything. This is one of my nicer pairs. I think these are underrated, guys. They're very low production numbers, and come on, how can you not love it? All right, I know I said that was the final pair, but how could I forget the DQM Bacons? So let's grab one behind me. This is kind of awkward. DQM Bacon, these need cleaning actually now that I look at them. These have been sole swapped because the soles did give out on me, but these are from 2004, and I mean, Dave's Quality Meat, Bacons, you don't get much better than this. This is a pair that always makes my top list. I wear the absolute shit out of these. They're probably like one of the better constructed suede and leather 90s you can find. The only problem is those soles. The midsoles are starting to crumble on them, and you can't find actual matching colors for them, so you have to get kind of creative. This one I might sole swap again to something a little bit closer now that I found a donor pair, but they have to be on the list. Alright guys, that's going to do it for our Air Maxes. I know I focused on the ones in the 90s, but then again, those are my favorites. I also really like the 180. I think it's underrated, but I don't have any of the really fire pairs of the 180s right now. I'm starting to get back into them, but if you know any 180s that are, let's say, some of the rare colorways that are affordable in price, they need a little work, hit me up. Size 10.5, but I can wear an 11 in those as well. All right, guys, thanks. Subscribe, please. We have some upcoming videos of more restorations. It's going to be a minute before we have another overnight from Japan because I spent a little bit too much last month, as some of you already know. But we have some great restorations from those previous videos. Some how-to videos, and if this quarantine ends, we'll have some on feats as well. Let me know what you guys want to see, and we'll be back. Thanks, guys. Bye.